Hi and welcome to the show. We're going to talk about what's going on with Uber and Lyft. Some of you have emailed me and say, oh no, I have Uber and Lyft stock. What's going to happen with California? Well, if you took a look at the news today, Uber and Lyft are not going to stop their operations in California because a judge in a court ruling said they have an extension, and so there's a court order in California that requires the companies to reclassify drivers as employees, but a judge ruled in favor regarding an injunction against the companies after a state appeals that's the judge, the state appeals court judge. So they ruled in their favor. So they don't have to make their drivers classify their drivers employees yet, and as long as they can keep them as independent contractors, it will help Lyft and Uber to stay there. And a lot of people are counting on those jobs. I mean, if you ever have driven in an Uber or Lyft, there's all kind of artists, musicians, actors, writers, voiceover people, YouTube people, there's moms, there's dads, there's family people, there's women, there's men, there's young people, old people, there's people from all countries. And if they have to class their workers as employees, then a lot of companies just don't have the funds to do health care and all the benefits. And that's a big problem in our country because most people are hurting right now. Most people, like there's companies that only give you 39 hours, so you don't get to work 40 hours. Some huge amusement park attractions with a lot of animal characters only let them work 39 hours, so they don't get to be 40-hour workers because then they have to give them their benefits and stuff. So it's like, CEOs can make 50 million a year plus, and then workers who do all the work, all the hefty lifting, it's a no-win game. People need to work, and companies, want to cut their budgets, and so it's all about profits. But as a stockholder, you're like, yeah. If you're sitting on the bench, you're just a worker, and you're just, earning income and paying heavy taxes, and you're like, who gets screwed in this? But if Uber and Lyft have to classify their workers as employees, then you're going to see the Postmates and the Instacarts and the DoorDash also being suffering. So in California and in many states, right now, those are the lifelines to some of the elderly people that just, they're sick and they're at home. And there's a lot of people that have have hurt their legs, or that it's hard for them to walk. And it really is a great way for them to, medically, to have people deliver it to their home. And there's a lot of stuff that's heavy and people can't lift that. So it's just been a really positive thing. So I just wanted to let you know that. So they, a spokesperson, Julia Wood, a Lyft spokesperson, Julia Wood, said they don't have to suspend their operations tonight, but they need to fight for independence. There will be, there's a proposition that's up for vote in California in November to, work on that measure. To see if they can stay in California, those two big companies, and then the other companies, like I just told you. So just, do your due diligence. Today, the stock hovered for both Lyft and Uber. After hours, Uber was at 31.45, so it had a little dip around 9:30 a.m. to 28.50, but then it slowly went up at 12 noon to 31.49, and it kind of just stayed sideways, 31.42 consistently the rest of the day, 31.45. So there's no dividends on them, and so their earnings smashed it, and their quarter two report, and it's just are you what is your risk level for these companies? And are there other companies? There's just in USA alone, like there's what, 8,000 plus companies. Then there's like whatever country that you're from, you know, there's Italy, there's France, there's Sweden, there's Australia, there's London, there's China, there's Japan, there's Brazil, there's Mexico, there's Latin America, there's Europe, there's just, you know, all kind of companies and smart people. So you don't have to be stressed out to do anything you don't want to do. There's IPOs, there's cryptocurrency, there's tech, there's health, there's food, there's clothing, there's all kind of stuff. And let me just see. Oh, I think I didn't mention this, but Intel said they're going to buy 10 billion. They've planned to buy back 10 billion shares of their stock. Intel, you know, they do the chips, and some people like Kathy Woods, if you look into Kathy Woods, she's saying that the chip makers, they might be doing more of the ARM. And is Intel chips, you know, are they being outdated, like for more of the hydrogen? So I really love Kathy Wood. She's graduated with high honors from USC, and she has the ARK Invest. Those are the ones that actively manage ETF funds. And I'll be doing more on her, but I just wanted to tell you about that. And also I wanted to tell you, because I did tell you that Tesla was up, but there was massive trades on 2,100 Tesla calls right before it popped. So someone spent a lot of money on the calls, so they were motivated to drive the price up 21,000 plus. And so when we say bull, remember that's you're charging up, things are going up, everyone's making money. Bears, they stay in the cave, they hibernate, they don't think it's a good time to buy into the market, and they stay in their cave and they stash their cash. So bull market, everyone's making money, the prices are going up. So the calls were way up from where they were purchased. And so someone kind of just said, well, if I'm a buyer on that, I would unload them in the morning. So, you know, some people might be worried that the people be taking profits on Tesla, and it might come back down again. So, because a lot of people are going to take profits, because a lot of people have a lot of shares of Tesla. They bought them like, you know, $800 or less. Some people bought Tesla at $300. So yes, whenever a stock goes really high, people are going to take profits, especially if they have a lot of them. So it could go back down again. But because they're going to split, I think people are just like going to be in it for the long haul for the split. And then those of you who are not on Tesla, if it's your decision to buy it once it splits and the price is split, it'll be more, you know, like, who knows, at this point will it be 200, around 200 to something. So just, you know, like I said, there was a $55 million call on that. Like, we don't know if they were just short or long on Tesla, but somebody definitely, it seems like they wanted to push the price up. And then there's also the S&P for Tesla. If it gets in the S&P, then all those funds have to buy Tesla and put them in there. So Tesla is just a wild card. It's surprising everyone. And if you're on that journey, you know, you're gonna just be smashing it. And then also Apple is the first US company to hit the $2 trillion mark, and Apple's on fire too, and FANG's pretty much been on fire. Even Microsoft, my Microsoft finally saw the light of day, but my Berkshire B did a backspin. So, but I still believe in the Berkshire B because he's got wads of cash, just wads of cash, piles of cash. Like, I feel like I'm a billionaire when I'm investing in Berkshire B. That's Warren Buffett's company, because he's got a wad of cash. He can buy any IPO, any stock, any gold, any silver, any company. He can do whatever he wants. He can get rid of stocks that aren't worth doing, and he always buys them undervalued and gets good deals, so he's never going to lose that much. And they have tons of Amazon. They have Apple, Amazon, you know, they have some good stuff in there. So I believe in him, you know, so just thank you for listening to the show. Use the links below, enjoy some of the links below, get your free stock. And like I said, the Robinhood and the public are super easy. So you're going to learn, like, use it as school. Go, oh, what can I do with this stock I got? Oh, let me see what's going to happen in a year and a day. And then if you want to sell it right away, and just go, oh, you can learn what your capital gains tax is. Most of us probably, it's not going to be that high, because I saw A lot of people said that it was very low for them because they're not bigwigs, but you know, if you sell it before year to day, you get taxed more than you do if you keep it a year and a day. That's where most people keep it a year and a day. So, and then maybe you want to try to, you know, do a call or something, but you can learn about whatever sector you get in, and also you get the link and you can like share it with your friends, and then once they sign up, you get it. So it's a gift that keeps on giving, and it supports the channel. If you simply want to subscribe and give us a views on our YouTube link, if you want to give us some 5 stars for this channel, it helps us with our time and research. It takes a lot of production and energy and time. We have a lot of volunteers doing research, and you know, if I ever get some money on Patreon and you know, pay my budget off of $3,500 a month for the podcast, then I can like share coffee with them and do nice things. So just, you know, thank you for using the links below, and let's get rich. And remember, disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes. Please do your own research, and because when you go to the stock market, it'll be different time and a different day, and everything can change from day to day. There could be a bubble, it could crash, especially winter's coming. I told you next year what's going to happen when people run out of their unemployment help and there's no stimulus checks and rent is high. What's going to happen? Most people in the world are just regular people, and once they have been using up all their savings and going in the stocks, you know, and buying stuff, and then when you know, it gets closer to winter, you're gonna realize like, oh my God, they bought TVs and they bought like all these gadgets and stuff, and then like the rent's not paid and they need food. So just, I really caution you, you can always wait to buy stocks, you can always wait, but cash is king. If you have cash, you can do things. There's mortgages due, there's a lot of delinquent mortgages. So please be wise. Pay your rent, pay your mortgage, make sure you have money for food, save, save, save. Be frugal right now is my biggest thing that I can advise. Be frugal, you know, as much as you can. If no one's seeing you, you don't have to have your hair and nails and makeup done, so you can save on that. You don't have to buy any clothes unless you're Instagram, social media influencers, you want to show off clothes. But just, you know, thank you for listening to the show. I hope you're enjoying it, and I just wanted to just address some concerns for the Uber and Lyft people. It's your decision to buy, sell, or hold, but do speak to your licensed financial broker, you know, please know with my disclaimer, just to keep you safe. Okay, have a really great day, everyone. Enjoy the free stocks. Cheers.